black community. It's a black environment with black women and black children in it.
But I want to address this simping allegation. Do I simp for black women? Yes. I love black women. I don't like y'all niggas. It's an easy decision to make. Sorry.
Because there are a lot of people in this country who do not like black women, but black women are the base of the Democratic Party.
But black power starts with black women. It just does.
To the finish long game from mother's breath.
Mic check. How we feeling out there this morning, this afternoon now? What's good? What's good? Yeah, she got a Christian BBL. Don't judge, bro. We listen, we don't judge. We clap, but we don't judge, okay? The Christian BBL booty claps, but we don't judge. I want to talk about something. And I've heard Mr. C. Let me turn this down a bit. I heard Mr. B use this phrase a bit. The great reach back. Let me explain what I think may be happening here. How long has this manosphere thing been going online? How long has the manosphere been around? Like 15 years now? I can't even tell you. I know I think I started listening to Tommy Sotomayor first, and then I kind of branched off into a bunch of other guys. But this online gender war thing has been raging for quite a while now. And it started out as men airing their grievances about, you know, the family courts and the nature of women and all the things that modernity has brought. And the women obviously didn't like it. A lot of men didn't like it either. You know, the female allies and whatnot, the male feminist type, they didn't like all that. And so there was just pushback and name calling and vitriol, you know, the cancellation waves and all that. But it never died. It never went away. The manosphere message grew, both in signal strength and in individual manpower. Like the army grew, the fire was rising. And then what really happened over time is that the manosphere had a couple of like female content creators and whatnot. I remember it was really a lot of the white ones that I remember earlier, like Karen Strawn and Girl Writes What, the Honey Badgers and all that. And then as it became like this, quote, black manosphere thing, you had a couple of black women who kind of started doing pro-male masculine content. But the great majority of the women seem to be resentful. They don't like to watch manosphere videos. Apparently, people aren't really fond of hearing what men have to say about these issues.
So I see these clips of all these women talking about where have the providers and protectors gone. Let a 60-year-old man tell you young men out there from experience. 3 different marriages. 10 different kids. 7 of them step. You get nothing out of being a provider or a protector.
Now, I don't want to have to rehash this uncomfortable old territory, But you guys remember yesterday's lesson in atomic physics and stepfatherhood, right? You guys remember how I artfully combined a lesson in atomic physics and stepfatherhood? Well, there you go. Raised 10 kids, 7 out of those 10 kids aren't his. He was metaphysically doing the thing. I don't even want to say it. I don't even want to bring that up. But he's metaphysical right now. He's Dave. He's all into the metaphysics, and he's not happy though. That's my whole point in bringing it up. That is my whole point. This nigga metaphysical soul is disturbed right now, and he'll never recover. He's done too much. He's gone too far.
So I see these clips of all these women talking about where have the providers and protectors gone. Let a 60-year-old man.
Hey, listen, man, I didn't cross the line. He crossed the line. All right. I just had to tell the story and laugh at it. All right. And I shared my pain. I didn't just make it. I made it about me. I had a stepdaddy too. All right. I put myself in the middle of the ha-has. Them niggas is hurt, bro. Them niggas are perpetually hurt. They can't do nothing about it.
Tell you young men out there from experience, 3 different marriages, 10 different kids, 7 of them step. You get nothing out of being a provider.
I remember the last time my stepdaddy even tried to talk to me. I was like, nigga, I heard you was dying. And I swear to God, that nigga was like, hey, shit happens. No bullshit. I swear to God, true story, hand in the man. The last time I heard that nigga voice, I answered the phone. He was like, what's up? I was like, oh shit, I heard you was dying, nigga. Nigga wasn't dead yet, though. That's the fucked up part. I was waiting. I was too soon.
Or protector. Nothing. Insults, ridicule, abandonment. That's all that awaits you. People won't even remember all the sacrifices that you made, financially, physically, or in any way.
Yeah, that nigga took me on a couple fishing trips, but fuck that nigga though. I got my reasons.
Won't even care. So young man, save yourself. Focus on yourself. Put your money in your pocket. Worry about your own survival because nobody else will.
I got my own daddy. I ain't need that nigga no way. That nigga did a lot for nothing. I ain't need an extra daddy. That shit was crazy. That shit was extra crazy. Anyhow, where were we? Oh yeah. Black women are adding to the content. And I don't know if I believe them, but they're there though.
I'm not pro-black. I'm pro-black woman. That's it. Nothing further.
You know, back in the day, slave owners used to literally ban Black people from getting married because even they knew that we were stronger together. People like Ronald Reagan, Richard Nixon used the FBI, the CIA, and the welfare system to break up Black families on purpose because even they knew our unity was a threat. And nowadays, people just hop on the internet and divide us for free. No government systems or secret Black ops needed. We are doing this to ourselves. And I hate that for us. I really do. But I guess since America's forefathers are already tap dancing in their graves at this video and it's 32,000 likes, happy 4th of July, I guess.
I'm not pro-black. I'm pro-black woman.
Black women are the dumbest group in America. They're literally train crash outs. All of their ideology is backwards, and everything that they believe in is dysfunctional. These are the defenders of the dysfunction and the chaos. They encourage it. And you know that because look at Texie Red. They allow her to sell booty hole brown and gonorrhea lip glosses. Disgusting. And then they get all these degrees to still come out broke alone and in debt. Not to mention they let the government convince them to destroy their children and to go against the very men that are put here to protect them. And this is why they fall for every scam that the government push. Feminism,
What up?
abortion, birth control. They even fell for the scam that they're the smartest group in America. You are not the most educated. You are the most indoctrinated. Congratulations. And you talk so much about your degrees, and Black men still make more money than you and raise better children than you. Amazing. And you know what? The solution is just very simple. Bow out and let Black men lead. Simple.
And you know, she's nice. She got the big brown eyes. I'm tempted to believe. I am so tempted to believe. I want to believe. I do. I want to believe. But I have trust issues. I've seen too much. You know, this is the thing about the internet in particular. This masquerade could have went on maybe indefinitely without the internet to kind of signal boost how awful a lot of modern women have become. And so because we've had not only the manosphere giving like college level dissertations on male female nature, you got guys digging in the crates bringing up stuff like Robert Berfault, the mothers, you know, the idea that in the animal kingdom, among mammals in particular, the shape of the family unit is exactly way the female and not the male decides. And how did Berfault frame this? Any association that the female has with the male is based on the male's ability to provide something that the female needs in that moment. And the minute that need is no longer provided or needed, the association is immediately over. This is classical information that was written 100 or more years ago about just the animal kingdom. And it has a lot to say about male-female dynamics, broadly speaking. And then we kind of graduated past that to now we just got thoughts on the internet telling us how horrible they are. We don't even have to dig in the crates anymore. We just go to Instagram and TikTok now.
The easiest lick for a non-Black woman or even just a light-skinned woman, which when I say light-skinned, I'm talking about light-skinned Black woman because that's what that is. Anyway, it's going to be a dark-skinned man. It's going to be a dark-skinned man. It's going to always be a dark-skinned man. That's going to be your easiest lick. And yes, I'm picking back off what Dosa Pink said because I really do believe that. I wholeheartedly believe if y'all really trying to get your bag out here, you trying to get your money up, the easiest for you is going to be a dark-skinned Black man. And the darker he is.
Damn, I'm glad I'm not dark-skinned. They be attacking y'all niggas on all kind of levels. The dark-skinned brothers get it bad, bro. Be calling you all kind of names. Then if you work hard and make some money, now they trying to jump in your pockets because you a dumb darky nigga. Yo, the dark-skinned niggas be suffering.
The more self-hating he probably is, more than likely. So you can bank off of his insecurities about himself. You can make some money. He pretty much just hand it to you. You know, and even if not just that easy, it's going to be easier for you to get anything out of him. And this isn't really new news, but yeah, it is what it is.
What is Mr. Fantastic? I need to get some dark-skinned delegation confirmation over here, man. Do the Red Bones be trying to really mind fuck the dark-skinned niggas because you know he might have some money or something? He look like he play football.
You can really like make a bag off of them. I don't know if y'all seen that interview with what's her name, whatever her Renner. I don't remember. Is it Brittany Renner? She was literally telling them Black men about how women think whenever they're DMing them or in their DMs or they're talking to them. And it was all like Black boys that she was talking to. And she herself is, you know, one of those women. So she knows what she's talking about. She was literally just like, hey, yo, look, whenever we come at you like this, X, Y, and Z, this is how we're getting da-da-da-da. This is how we get you to send a check. And she was saying how she got all these checks sitting in her account right now. Okay.
See, I'm brown skinned. I must not look like a trick. I don't even understand how that works. They be targeting the dark skinned niggas. Maybe it's because I'm brown skinned. I don't look like a trick. That's wild. Girl math is crazy.
Okay. Like, I'm telling you, that's gonna be your easiest lick because they're very insecure as fuck. And they'll mask it as a preference, but I'm gonna just say this. Not preference is one thing, but when you have a group of people fitting a specific demographic, even just down to their skin tone, and it's all of them saying the same thing, that's not a preference. So much. That's a conditioning. And who the fuck cares if it's a conditioning or
Damn, I was all muted up. Now I was saying, girls really be out here trying to redline the coochie. How are you out here redlining the coochie? Y'all worse than the bank. You're like, no, I'm sorry, you don't qualify for a slim red bone with a big butt. No, you get fat, black, nasty coochie that smells like butter. No, yeah, it's what you qualify for. Sorry, look, the computer never lies. Like, they really out here trying to redline the coochie, y'all. What is going on? I never knew coochie redlining was a thing. Women are terrible.
Either way, you can make some money off of them. Okay, you could get whatever you want. You can act however you want and do whatever it is that you want to do, and you're gonna be able to take their money. So I think you should just take their money. I don't know.
What was that?
You can make some money off of them. Okay, you could get whatever you want. You can act however you want and do whatever it is that you want to do, and you're gonna be able to take their money. So I think you should just take their money. I don't know. Take their money. Just go take it.
See, you got shout out to the mulatto superhero in the chat here. Always fighting for the mulatto cause. I think there's a little bit of truth in that. Like, for one dude who's already light-skinned to see a woman who's light-skinned and then to be mystified by skin that look like his, less likely to happen, right? But she might actually be playing on something with the dark-skinned brothers. And now, here's the thing, though. Here's how you avoid all of this, right? Assume that they're all terrible people anyway. I know she's pretty. I know she has a nice body, right? She even talked to you nice. Oh my God, she even talked to you nice. Can you believe that? She actually said nice words to you. I know. Assume they're all bad people anyway. Maybe you'll be wrong. Maybe you'll get proven wrong later, and then that'll be a pleasant surprise, right? But if you're proven right, well, it's just Monday and life goes on.
White women are no longer the beauty standard. White women are no longer the beauty standard. If we're going to dismantle white supremacy, we got to start there. Because the white man has made himself God, Jesus, and then he made the white woman the ideal woman. White women, you have been put up on a pedestal that you did not earn. You have been put in a position that we are all supposed to aspire to be for no fucking reason. And that is why our society is the way it is right now.
Bro, the level of hatred for a person to have that kind of hatred in their heart, it will always spill over onto other things.
When I die, I'ma go to Snow Bunny Heaven. Snow Bunny Heaven.
There's no way you can contain that level of hatred to just one corner of your life. It's everywhere. It's in everything you do now.
We're just talking women to women. We grew up thinking we're supposed to aspire to be you. But in this moment right now, you guys have proven to be the lowest of the low. And I'm talking about our election. Yes, we had the No Kings parade. We had all the ICE protests, and we all shined a light on the Hispanics, their wrong voting practices. But
And not for nothing, but she low key has white girl hair right now. She doing her best to have white woman hair though. That is not an African woman's hairstyle.
we really need to come back to y'all. We need to come back to y'all. A big reason why we're where we are right now is because white women were not on code, making all of us believe that you guys stood for something.
The bitterness, man. I'm telling you, the bitterness just doesn't go away. There is a deep, deep bitterness. And you know what? I got a story to tell you guys. Put $1 in the hat. Hit that like button. Listen to my tale.
There are a lot more Black women who are interested in white men that care to admit, in the same way that they say that, oh, Black men just love white women. Black women love white men too. And I say this from experience. Me personally, I've only dated 2, maybe 3 white dudes. But whenever I did date them, Black women were on their necks constantly. Like the first time I got pregnant and got married, actually, my first marriage was to a white dude, and everything was fine at first, but he was very mature, and we split up not too long after. But one of my best friends that I met in the military, she wasn't an actual military member. She was just a wife of a military member. And she was mad cool, dark-skinned woman, beautiful family. And she slept with my ex-husband at the time, my husband at the time. And she had 3 kids and was married to a Black dude. I thought that they were happy, and she was like, I would never date a white dude. Because we had talks about, how could I be with a white dude? Da, da, da.
Whoa. You lost me, baby. Hold on. This is my story, and she confusing me. Hold on. Every time I hear this story, I get confused. Maybe it's just me.
And she was mad cool, dark-skinned woman, beautiful family. And she slept with my ex-husband at the time, my husband at the time. And she had 3 kids and was married to a Black dude. I thought that they were happy,
that part right there. That part right there. That's the part that be confusing me. Put a 1 in the chat if that confused y'all too. I couldn't get past that part right there. I thought, see, this is what I get for thinking, man. I gotta just stop thinking about stuff. I'm so confused though. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all confused too.
But whenever I did date them, Black women were on their necks constantly. Like the first time I got pregnant and got married, actually, my first marriage was to a white dude, and everything was fine at first, but he was very mature, and we split up not too long after. But one of my best friends that I met in the military, she wasn't an actual military member. She was just a wife of a military member. And she was mad cool, dark-skinned woman, beautiful family. And she slept with my ex-husband at the time, my husband at the time. And she had 3 kids and was married to a Black dude. I thought that they were happy, and she was like, I would never date a white dude. Because we had talks about, how could I be with a white dude? Da, da, da. And I was just like, it is what it is. Like, shit happens.
Damn. So the dark-skinned Black woman who was happily married. Shout out to Dolomite putting a few dollars in the hat. Thank you so much for that, bro. Appreciate that.
Give me the money. Give me the money for all that I would do. Give me the money.
So she's the dark-skinned Black woman. 3 kids. 1, 2, 3 kids. Married to an army man. So she's provided for, she's protected. She's basically, she probably doesn't even have to work as an army wife. You can kind of get by depending on, it depends on where you are, just your situation, but it's possible. It's possible. You work if you want to. Because, the army can give you housing and all that stuff, right? So a lot of your majors are taken care of as an army wife. And you still bang the white dude next door because you hate white guys. You see why I'm confused, y'all? I noticed a lot of y'all in the chat were equally confused. But it's so confusing.
But she slept with him. Swearing up and down that she don't fuck with white dudes, but she slept with him. Now, on top of that, I had a cousin and a sister that also slept with him. And these are the ones that would say the C word. They were extra pro.
Your cousin and your sister. So white boy was just running through your whole friend group. Damn. You see why this is what I mean when I say I want you to respect me the way you respect the white man. You see what I mean? I don't just be saying these things to be extra controversial and provocative. Like, no, I am noticing patterns of behavior in the world, all right? He ran through the whole friend group. He probably didn't even try. He was just hanging out, being white, coming home from the army every day.
Black. So when we talk about like, oh, I would never, it just takes the right one. Just don't let them fucking fool you. They're definitely going, especially like you don't have to be pro-black if you're already black. What are you pro about? Just be yourself. The same people that are extra pro-black don't give a fuck about colorism or featureism. Like they never mention that shit, but I only date black. But then they'll get with someone light skinned. Me personally, I don't really fuck with light skins. I would rather fuck with a white dude before I fuck with a light skin. I don't even have light skinned friends. Like they would have to be extremely vetted and be an exception to the rule, like super dope ass people if I'm gonna be friends with any type of light skin. And that's just me personally. I prefer to be surrounded by dark skinned people and have a dark skinned dude, but it is what it is, you know. For whatever reason, we got all kind of issues within our community, so we just can't seem to come together. Even though it's pretty clear, like if you prefer light skin, it's because you potentially don't want your kids, if you do have them, to come out dark because you don't want them to experience the same thing you've experienced. We're adults, we can talk about it, but no one wants to talk about it. Everyone just wants to say pro-black, black, but not mention that people are treated differently depending on what shade of black they are. But okay. But I just find it ironic because I was never the type to call white people the C word or anything like that. I really didn't care too much for them. Like I said, I wasn't in proximity to them at all. But for the ones who are like extra pro-black, they are the ones that are definitely going. It always makes me laugh because people are like, oh, just because they light skin doesn't mean that the cops will treat them or white people treat them any differently. Yes, they do. I don't know why y'all act like that's not a thing. Why do you think colorism matters? It's because white people treat you differently based on your skin tone. Like, get the fuck, be so fucking for real. They even got studies to show that it's more likely you'll get a harsher sentence the darker that you are as opposed to the lighter that you are. Not trying to say that no light-skinned people have gotten harsh sentences. I'm just saying it's more likely if you're dark, you're going to get the full Monty. Now,
how you a dark-skinned woman who married a white man and you complaining about colorism now? Something about that just like I'm confused, man. So you're a dark-skinned woman who married a whole white man and you're complaining about colorism now.
How do it equivalate?
Goes for everything: job environments, traffic stops, you name it, club entrances, you name it. If you're lighter, you're going to get treated differently. I know. Oh my God, it's so hard for you to have such an easy life. But there's just too many light skins that embrace colorism for me to ever be around them. So no, thank you. And I know that you're like, well, white people are racist. Not all white people are racist, but all light skins are usually colorist. So it is what it is. Me personally, if I'm going to face any type of discrimination, it would make more sense if I'm in a white environment. It makes absolutely no sense if I'm in a black environment and I'm still getting treated differently. But in the same way that dark-skinned people want to lighten up their legacy, light-skinned people want to darken up theirs. They just don't want you to choose a dark-skinned woman. That's the difference. They want you to choose them, but they still want to be pro-black. They just don't want any black dark-skinned women involved in that. God forbid she has any type of dramatic features. Oh my God, she's not even that pretty to you. That's why it's not for you. But a lot of y'all don't get it yet. It's okay.
About a year ago, there was an event that happened. I think it was in New York City too. It was like at a bodega. Apparently a young woman was stabbed fatally by a young man. And as the story goes, the young man had tried to talk to this young woman and she rejected him. And then somehow he apparently unalived this woman. As it turns out, that was total bullshit. Complete and utter bullshit.
Come to find out, this whole story was a lie. This guy actually was jumped by these group of girls. Don't scroll, let me explain. Video footage has come out to show that the story about the guy just poking up them girls because he didn't get their number was completely false. Video footage shows that not only the twins were the one who whipped out a blade first, them and a whole bunch of group of women jumped him. Claims are that it was just a dispute and they went straight to putting hands and feet on him, stomping on his head.
Stomping on his head. Not only did he not just stab the girl just because, they pulled the knife on him while they were jumping and stomping on him. 5 or 6
And he couldn't
girls.
fight back against the shotties. To come to find out, bro just recently got out of a wheelchair. That's when bro got up, walked up on them shotties while they was in the store and poked them up. Now, he's cooked regardless because there's no self-defense in New York. And plus,
oh, so they jumped him. And then when he had the chance to get up, that's when he got up and okay.
Technically, he would have had to did it like in that moment of why they were jumping him, but he went in the bodega and poked up the twin. But now people are asking, oh, he must have did something to deserve getting jumped by those girls, while other people are saying that nah, y'all made the story that they never did anything, that he just randomly tried to get their number. They said no, and then he randomly walked up and poked them. That's not what happened. Regardless of the fact, crazy story. What do you guys think about this? Again, full vid on the edited version of this video on my gram, IG, whatever.
Well. How about that?
You look happier. Thanks. I stopped dating black men. Let's talk about it. And I've written down some of the comments that I saw underneath the post. No one hates us more than black men. So the white men that lynched us, raped us, ate us, put in literacy tests so that we couldn't vote, etc., they somehow hate us less than black men do. I know you don't even believe that yourself. Black men don't think about settling down until they have 38 baby mamas. If I closed my eyes and didn't look at the profile picture of that person who made that comment, I would assume it was a white dude. Honestly, I feel the same way, and I'm a Latina. White guys are just better. And now y'all got fucking women of other races joining in on this shit too. Where's my white king? I'm tired of being in the trenches. I avoid dating black men because I don't want to be on welfare. What's wrong with black men? Everything. Y'all sound like skinheads. Y'all sound like neo-Nazi, Aryan, fucking KKK members. If you have preferences, okay, whatever. Like, if you want to date white guys, that's fine. You don't have to sound like a Ku Klux Klan member while you're doing it. Like, you really don't have to. It's just so sad because a lot of this really comes down to self-hatred and how a lot of black people have trauma that they really haven't unpacked. And for whatever reason, they think that the solution to this is to date white people. I'm sorry, that's really fucking stupid. People can suck equally. There's black men that are great. There's black men that suck. There's white men that are great. There's white men that suck. I don't think that's rocket science. I don't think generalizing any group of people is fair. I don't care how bitter you are. I don't think it's fair to generalize all black men just because you've had multiple bad experiences. I don't think that's fair. I kind of just think of it like this. We don't like it when white people generalize us as a whole. So like, why would we do that to each other? It's just really disheartening. Like every time I see one of those posts, I
notice black folk have this tendency to relate everything to white people and or slavery. I don't think there's anything that you cannot, as a black person, connect to white people and slavery. Type of random thing in the chat, and I guarantee you, I can concoct a black slavery narrative connecting white people and black people together. For some reason, black folk have this uncanny knack of finding the most like atomically thin thread and connecting things to slavery. Cup holders. Well, what do you think black children used to do on the plantation? When you're too young to actually fill a bale of cotton You can at least hold master's cup. And that's where cup holders came from. Because look, I bet you didn't know this, right? Before there were cars, they used to actually fold up a little black kid and tuck him into the corner of a carriage. They would fold him in a way that his hands would always be out in front of him, and he would just be there to hold your cup while you were like riding out west or whatever. That was the invention of cup holders. Swear to God. Master bedroom. Do I even have to do that? Do I even have to try master bedroom? Come on. That was like an alley-oop. That was too easy. Cutlery. Do you know that it wasn't just the Japanese who did this, but the white man would test his blade on slaves, right? And that's how he knew how sharp his machete was, by how many slaves he could get through, like cutlery. I'm telling you, everything can be tied to slavery and the white people. A number two pencil, right? Why is the inside of the pencil the part that does all the work, and it's the black part? You ever looked at a pencil? It's kind of like white on the outside, but the white part it's not the part that actually writes. It's just the part that's there to control the black part that actually writes, right? So if you think about it, a number two pencil is the great sort of, it's a great kind of like metaphor for the relationship to what the blacks have with the whites, right? Because like if you look at America from the outside, you see all these white people surrounding all these black people, but it's the black people who were doing all the work, right? Just like a number two pencil. Oh, you already know the thing about good morning. Because see, after they would whip one of the slaves, they wouldn't allow you to cry for one of your brothers who got whipped. And so in the morning, they would make sure, they would look at you in the eye and say, did you have a good morning? To make sure that you wasn't crying about your brother that got whipped. Because if you cried, then you got beat too. That's the origin of saying good morning. Bro, listen, this game can go on and on.
Consistently click not interested, but I don't know what type of algorithm that these social media apps are trying to create where like they're pushing that content. But it's just so disheartening seeing like posts about like black men and black women hating each other. I don't want to see that. It sucks because this is such a long conversation. I can make this video like 30 minutes. But yeah, y'all sound weird. Like this, y'all sound like white hoods. Like, and I think it's even more sad because there was people in the comments saying like, hey, you really shouldn't say this about black men, or like, oh, well, I love black men. And y'all are calling them pick-me's. I suppose. It's giving CIA agenda. Like, y'all, it's really weird. Like, can we stop talking like this, please?
The reach back is real, y'all. I'm telling you. This content wasn't really all over the internet 5 years ago. 10 years ago, it was invisible. It was non-existent. 15 years ago, nothing.
Popular opinion. Being a man has to be one of the most difficult things in this world, because when I hear some of the requests that women have and how they can contradict themselves, I get confused. It's like, I don't need you to be too sensitive, but how dare you not share your feelings and your emotions with me? I need you to be a good leader, but understand that I won't be following you and I won't be listening to you, and you can't lead me anywhere. But be a good leader, be strong, and show a level of vulnerability, but not too much, because then strength and vulnerability cannot coexist together, because now I'm gonna think that you're weak. I want you to be truthful and honest, but not too truthful to where you telling me the truth about me, and now I gotta feel some type of way towards you because you're supposed to be on my side at all points in times. Read my mind, but don't you dare assume that you know what I'm thinking. Meet my needs, even though I'm not going to tell you what my needs are all the time, but I expect for you to just know somehow. Be financially stable, but make sure you have a whole bunch of time, even though it takes time to make money. Now, when you hear some of these requests out loud and you see how they contradict themselves, don't it sound silly? And wouldn't you be just as confused as he is? I'm
telling you, they wasn't really talking like this a while back. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened, Free Zone. They wasn't really this. They wasn't even that bright 10 years ago. 10 years ago, none of these women were that bright. I think it's like the environment has shifted. Something is different. I'm not going to pretend to know what, but I just know things are, it smells different.
If you plan on moving to ATL, make sure you bring your own man with you. For any woman that likes men, make sure you bring your own man with you. I'm letting you know that in Atlanta, the men is scarce. So if you come here, you think you're looking for a relationship, this is not the place to come to. I'm letting you know this. This is Black Hollywood. Most men are into themselves. Okay? Everybody thinks they're a celebrity. Everybody. 95% of the men are gay. And 50% of those are married. And the other ones, the rest.
Whoa, how 95% of the men are gay and half of them are married? Whoa, what kind of Atlanta number is that? I believe it too, because that's an Atlanta number. Atlanta be putting up all kind of weird numbers, bro. So don't automatically discount it because it's a weird number. It's an Atlanta number. You got to understand, Atlanta is like a magical place for magical Negroes.
Come to. I'm letting you know this. This is Black Hollywood. Most men are into themselves. Okay? Everybody thinks they're a celebrity. Everybody. 95% of the men are gay. And 50% of those are married. And the other ones, the rest that's left, they know that it's 30 women to every one man. So they use that to their advantage. And the women that do have men, they're so territorial over those men that if you even speak back to them, they are ready to, I'm talking about, charge at you. Like it's crazy up here.
Sound like, I don't want to say this. Maybe I gotta say it. Should I say it? I'm gonna say it. It sounds like men are the prize. Dun dun dun.
And then people that's from Atlanta will say, "Oh no, with this, that's not true." I'm telling you, I've been here for 3 years. Atlanta is the one place that you'll come and you'll find a whole slew of successful, beautiful Black women that's single.
If you don't have a man, you ain't nothing.
Beautiful Black women that's single. Millionaires, got money, beautiful businesses, single. You know why? There are no men here in Atlanta for the women. Most of them like men, and there's nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but I want to be realistic with you before you decide to come here and thinking that, yeah, I'm gonna go to Atlanta, I'm gonna find the love of my life. It's not gonna happen here. This is not the place for love. Atlanta is energy. Atlanta is the place for money. The energy here is money. So if you want to come up, this is the place to come. If you're looking for love, you need to go to the country somewhere. You need to go somewhere else, but not Black Hollywood.
$300,000 Black women have left the labor force in 3 months. It's not a coincidence. Why are so many Black women leaving the labor force? What's going on there? Oh, the public sector. Trump has shrunk the public sector. Look at her. Look at her. Aw. She looked like she thinking about the last guy she said she was too good for. She wondered if he still got the same phone number. Damn, son. Ooh, those numbers coming from the Bureau of Labor and Statistics. Ooh, Lord, y'all looking bad. All right, let's go back. Agencies like the Department of Education, Department of Health and Human Services have seen dramatic reductions in staff. Black women make up over 12% of the federal workforce. That is more than, they are like double represented. That is way larger than their population size. Black women are not 12% of the American population, but they make up 12% of the federal workforce. That, you see what I mean? This is what I mean when I say they literally work for the government. The same government that they want you to fight against and be a rebel, and you got to be a revolutionary, and they go get a paycheck. They show up to work on time every day, smiling in the white man's face, but you got to be an angry nigga revolutionary trying to tear down the system. Oh yeah. Listen, stop ignoring the USAID connection. You know what? I'll accept that, but we all know the USAID money was a lot of black women getting fake free money. Fake free money. We've witnessed the aggressive rollback of DEI programs across the federal government and private sector. That's the USAID money right there. All that DEI money was the USAID stuff too. DEI budgets dropped by 43%. All that DEI stuff had nothing to do with black men. That was black women taking the L. Black women taking crazy L's with that DEI stuff, man. And shout out to American, man. Thanks for hitting that super chat button.
Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Yes.
And then Toxic King with the everybody must eat. Thank you for smashing that super chat button.
Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Everybody must eat. Yes.
Be like Toxic King, y'all.
Hulk! Smash! Smash you! Yeah! You make Hulk angry! You not like Hulk angry! Hulk no like fighting girls.
And see, the environment is definitely changing out here. You know, I was about to go to Dunkin' Donuts this morning too, but I said, you know what? I'm going to make my own eggs and bacon and pancakes. I don't need to go out and eat no food from the fast food restaurant. I'm going to take care of myself. And you know what? The fast food girls are struggling. Look at these Dunkin' Donut girls in South Carolina.
I'm standing today to try to make a difference, make a change. I'm standing together today to demand a better working condition, higher wages, better management, and a safe workplace. This company is profitable because of our hard work, yet our wages do not cover the basis. No one should have to come to work in fear of the management is going to try to find a reason to cause an issue with anyone. Dunkin' management and the owners know that they can afford to provide a better workplace.
I bet you that owner is Jeet. I bet you the owner of your Dunkin' Donuts is Jeet, because for some reason they own all the gas stations, hotels, and Dunkin' Donuts now. And a handful of McDonald's too.
They just refuse to do so. Therefore, we demand equity and equal treatment, the end of racial discrimination, respect for management. We demand health and safety. We demand fair and consistent scheduling. We demand fair.
Y'all got a lot of demands for a big round girl. You know what? It's probably not fair for me to talk this way, but you're making a lot of demands for someone with that type of shape. Usually women shaped like that don't make those many demands. That's a large amount of demands. Like, you need to rethink the amount of demands that you're making. Like, the demand versus body mass index is all thrown off right now.
Pay. We demand all workers to receive a base pay of $25 an hour. We exercise our rights to organize and demand a seat at the table.
We just served the demand letter at Dunkin' Donuts, and we are here to fight the end biasness, favoritism, abuse of authorities, and wrongful termination.
Damn, son. Shout out to Ed T. He says, I tried to super chat my last comment. YouTube won't go. I don't know what's up with the YouTube censorship, man. I be trying to avoid them niggas, bro. YouTube censorship, the niggas, they be tripping. But you said earlier, they say 95% of the men are YAG because they're only attracted to effeminate men that act like women. Masculine men are ignored by most of these women. I'm gonna add a caveat to that. I don't know if you were here earlier. There was a whole thing about light-skinned, red-bone chicks trying to hustle dark-skinned niggas. So maybe there's that too. Maybe they try to, you know, they got a place for the niggas. I don't know. There's a lot going on, man. Black love is a dangerous game, bro. Black love is a super dangerous game, man. And then Auntie, again, home of the official YouTube Purge. Shout out to the Purge, man. Subscribe to Auntie. Actually, I don't know. I'm going to throw you a wrench in a second. I got to get you fixed up over here. He says, these bees would cry victim 24/7 if they actually got equal treatment. Listen, man, women don't really know all of the struggles that men have had to suffer being in the workforce and just out there, the rough and tumble of life. Women don't really get how good they've had it up until now, right? And so for women to kind of really be out there, like right now, women are the freest they've really ever been before. And so being that free, it comes with a burden that most women are just unprepared to carry. What could I possibly mean by that? I know that sounded ominous, right? Here's the thing. Ladies, you kind of sort of had it good. Just being women. You kind of sort of had it good. But now you're out in the world of men, competing with men. You have to do the things that men do. You have to suffer the way men suffer, and you have to get it done and go to work and be ready for the job and don't cry about it. I mean, women are going to cry no matter what, but you asked for it, now you get it.
Oh my God. Oh. I'm at Popeyes, bro. I'm on the clock, bro. I'm on the clock, bro. I ate some chicken dippers. They messing my stomach up. I'm giving this man order. Ooh, bitches. Ooh, that's fucking vibe. This is oh my God. Oh. I'm at Popeyes, bro. I'm on the clock, bro. I'm on the clock, bro. I ate some chicken dippers. They messing my stomach up. I'm giving this man order. Ooh, bitches. Ooh, that's fucking vibe.
You wanted this life. Now it's yours. Now it's yours. You wanted it. Now you have it. And so when I hear all the black men I love you stuff, I'm just not convinced, you know? I'm really not convinced.
We're giving men their flowers today to let you know that you're valued and appreciated. So yours has an affirmation on it. You are not a burden, you are loved.
I love it. I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Would you like to have yours?
Yeah, sure.
Pull one. Anyone. So it has an affirmation attached. You are deserving of the same love you put into the world.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. That's your reminder.
And it matches my outfit.
It does. Thank you for having the courage to love and be loved. That means you have a big heart.
I do.
Did you pull your flower?
Thank you.
You have to read the affirmation.
Now I'm gonna tell you guys a little story. I might have said this before. I'm gonna make it short. A girl gave me flowers once. A big bouquet of flowers. A bunch of them. I think it was a couple of roses and all kind of shit. I don't know my flower species. I don't know how to be flower racist at all. They're all flowers to me. They all look alike. But a girl gave me a bunch of flowers once, and I felt gay. It was really gay. I didn't appreciate it. I didn't like getting flowers at all. And like, this is the gayest gift ever. I don't want flowers. Don't give me flowers. Give me $1. I would rather have an actual crisp $1 bill than a $25 bouquet of roses. I swear to God, a fresh $1 bill would be more sentimentally valuable to me than a bouquet of roses. Like, take the dollar and like iron it out, make it nice and crisp and clean looking. You know, maybe fold the dollar up into a flower.
Your ambition and drive are inspired. Thank you.
That means stay at it.
Yeah, I got you.
You on it. You just pick any one.
I like this one. Yeah.
Okay, so let's read your affirmation.
I got Father's Day coming up.
Yes.
Thank you.
Very good. Very good. He's like, I'm good. I feel good. Look, and that's the desired effect, okay? That's what we want.
Speaking of algorithms, before I get to work, what is this whole thing with the black woman being scared to speak to a black man in public? I seen the video where the lady is talking about the black man is dangerous. Dangerous? First of all, if a black king comes and speaks to me, I am going to speak back. What are y'all talking about? And most of the women that I've seen videos, y'all not even nothing to look at. So I really believe that it's lies. You're talking about the man was trying to talk to you and trying to hit on you. No, he was not. The men that I'm scared of are the white ones. The ones that drive the big trucks with the Confederate flags in the window. The rednecks. But the attack.
I told you, they're always dragging the white people into this, man. This is a black on black thing. People always got to drag the white man into this. I don't know why they constantly got to drag the white man into the black love problems. Leave the white man alone. His women hate him too. All the women hate all the men. Stop trying to drag the white man into the black love issues.
You want me on that wall. You need me on that wall.
On the black man from the black woman is so disgusting. I just cannot. I'm not really sure who hurt y'all, or if y'all just so sucked up in this feminist movement that your brain is just clouded. I'm not really sure. Y'all need to stop. I'm absolutely starting to believe that whole septum piercing theory is real. Y'all are just further pushing the agenda of the extinction of the black family. I just don't understand it. There are plenty of black kings out here. Speak to them and stop using your one bad experience and lumping everybody together. I'm actually proud when I see my brothers out, especially if they not out with a white woman, walking around with their head held high, looking at me to see if I see them. Y'all just be making stuff up. I'm gonna start this video off by saying I love black men. And not even in a romantic sense, just in a sense of the spirit of a black man. It seems like every other podcast I listen to, they're waging war against black men and black women. And I listen to some of the things that they say, and I realize that there are a lot of people that are hurt and have been hurt by each other. But as a woman who loves black men, I just want to give some love to black men today, okay? That's exactly what I am here for. And if you feel me, please chime in. I love the way black men carry themselves. I love the way they smell. I love the way they walk. I love the way they talk. I love the way that black men protect you.
You know, it occurs to me, if you think about guys like Derek Jackson is the most infamous guy in this category, but all the pandering black men, that whole pander class of black men that have come and gone over the last couple of years, it sounds like these black women making the I love black men videos, they're trying to do the Derek Jackson thing to black men. They're using black female tactics on black men.
I love the way that black men provide for you. I love the way that black men think. I love the way that black men love. I really do. I love the way that black men love their friends. Like, I'm with it. I love the way that black men love their hobbies. I love how ambitious black men are. I love it. I love the way that black men do their hair, whether it's cut, locked, or in a little bun at the top. I love it all, honey. I love a black man with a beard or without a beard, but I love a black man's beard. Overall, I love black men. I love their souls. I love their spirits. I love their sense of humor. I love their faces. I love their bodies. I love their smiles. I love how black men take care of their black sisters, their black friends, their black community. I love it all.
I bet you she ain't got no man, though. Women who say they love all men ain't got no man.
And I'm with a black man, so I
don't
really
believe you.
love black men. My father's a black man. My cousins are black men. I have friends that are black men. And everything that I just said is exactly what I see around me from black men. So I want to talk about my experience with black men. And ladies, I hope and I pray that you find a black man like the one that I just explained.
Shout out to Dick Doug. He says, I think all of this love stuff is making it worse. It's cringe and not sincere. It sounds like everyone is full of shit. And that's the thing, right? She says she got a man. All right, maybe not. But it seems to me, this is why I don't talk like this. You know, I don't say that I love black women, because how can you love all women, right? Only Jesus can love all women. And I don't claim to be on his level. At best, you can love one or two women max, right? That's the best you get as a man. I can love one or two women at a time. Generally speaking, one is enough, because it's kind of hard to even get one where you really like her that much. But to be out here like, I love all women, like, you're such full of shit. Everybody's so full of shit. But that's the wave we on right now. That's the wave. One of y'all hit that like button for me.
Black women really do love black men. We both are traumatized. We both have PTSD from our past, from our present, but we definitely love our black men.
Hey, Shaka Nulu says, y'all are hating. She reaching out. Give her a chance, fellas. This one's just for you, Shaka.
But I want to address this simping allegation. Do I simp for black women? Yes. I love black women. I don't like y'all niggas. This is an easy decision to make. Sorry.
Shaka, you better not go get them FD signifier dread twists, man. That's the next move.
We're hard on them, but that's out of love. We don't let up. But again, that's out of love. I don't like to see black men say that black women don't support them, black women aren't for them, black women only want them if they're taking care of them, and all of the little shade I see thrown when we really love our black men. We really, truly do. But we have to acknowledge the trauma and the pain that we've all been through that makes us judge through all of the things that us, our parents, our grandparents, our ancestors have been.
Now, Shaka, I know you got dreads, bro. I'm trying to warn you, bro. I know you got dreads. I can see it in the photo, right? But here's the thing. The more you simp, one day you're going to cross this invisible threshold where your dreadlocks are gonna start twisting themselves up into that cute thing that bitches like. And then you're gonna have the FD signifier dreads, bro. I'm telling you, it's out of your control. Once the simping goes past a certain threshold, that you get this shit.
But I want to address this simping allegation. Do I simp for black women? Yes. I love black women. I don't like y'all niggas. This is an easy decision to make. Sorry.
I'm telling you, it's organic. It's just gonna happen that way, man.
Through, but we truly do love you. I hate to see the shade back and forth. I'm not gonna point no fingers or take no sides because I'm right here with the black, not women, not men, but black. And I love to see black love. I love to see black people. Although I don't like doing business with my black people, I haven't got there yet. But I really do love black men. And
hold on. How you love black men, but you don't like doing business with your people?
I haven't got there yet. People, and I love to see black love. I love to see black people. Although I don't like doing business with my black people.
Money is love, isn't it? I'm just saying, if we can't break bread together, man to man, there is no love between us. That's the ultimate test of brotherhood between men. If we can actually break bread together. That's why I like the mafios and all that stuff. Is like a weird pseudo family for men, because it's the ultimate test of brotherhood. We bleed together and we break bread together. And if you can't do these things with your black people, then what is love?
I haven't got there yet. But I really do love black men. And I know there are a lot of black women that love black men. We have to figure out how to love more and not point out each other's flaws, because we all have flaws. When I see the shots taken at black women, some of those are very accurate for some black women. And the shots that are taken at black men, which I can even throw, a lot of them are very much accurate, but that doesn't apply to every black man or woman. But even so, what happened to grabbing that person or meeting that person and showing them how to love, showing them how to be loved?
Oh, she like, teach me how to love. Teach me how to love. Come on, baby, teach me how to love. Come on, you could do it. You could teach me. I believe in you, baby. Teach me how to love. Shout out to the Midwest Request with the 2-ball. He says they're harsh on you because of love and shit. That's because she ain't never been taught how to love. So somebody gonna teach her how to love, and then she gonna teach me how to love.
Correctly. What happened to like really just embracing someone through everything that they're going through and like showing them? I get at some point you got to let go if a person isn't willing to change, if they don't want to be loved, and if they don't know how to love you correctly. But we have to stop beating each other down.
See, if we could just love better, then it would be over and done, right? See, the problem is we don't love each other enough. We got to learn to love better. All you niggas in the chat with your funny comments, you just don't know how to love. And that's a shame that there hasn't been a proper black woman in your life to teach you how to love.
Dear black men, thank you for being everything a black woman needs. We love you, black men.
Black men, I love how you provide and are a pillar for your family. We love you. Black men, I love how you care for black women. I love you, black men.
Thank you for leading and uplifting even when the world tries to break you. I love you, black men.
Black men, I appreciate your resilience and the way you take on everything the world throws at you. I love you, black men.
Black men, I love your chocolate melanated skin. I love you, black men.
Black men, I love your resilience, strength, and determination. I love you, black men.
Aw, don't y'all feel better? Shaka Noodle, I know you about glowing right now with black male positivity.
Black man, thank you for sticking with us.
Black men, thank you for being excellent fathers, caretakers, and great human beings. I love you, black men.
Black men, I love how passionate you are about black women. I love you, black men.
Black men, thank you for always putting a smile on my face when times get down. I love you, black men.
Black men, I love everything about.
No, I will not play Becky doing the same thing. Even though when I was going out sourcing videos for today's stream, I kept coming across videos of white women saying the exact same shit, and I was torn. I made an editorial decision not to add white women to today's show because it would be too much. You niggas don't need that much love, right? I decided that you niggas don't need all of that love, right? Because there's a lot of white women making the exact type of videos, and I'm like, bro, this is neck and neck out here, man. The competition getting thick, bro. But no, black women, I did that for y'all. Black women. Don't ever say I never did y'all hoes no favors. I edited white women out of today's stream just for black women. I keep the focus on black women today. Today is all about you, Keisha.
About you, black men, and I will always choose you, black men.
Black men, I love your creativity and talent. Love you, black men.
Black men, I love your leadership and advocacy. I love you, black men.
Black men, you are resilient. I love you, black men.
And I love you, black women.
Oh, that must have been his video. Like, nigga, who invited you? It's always that one weird nigga hanging out with a bunch of bitches, bro. Who invited that nigga?
I don't got no type. Woo! But black men is the only ones that I like. God damn! They melanin so nice. Woo! That glow hit different every time they in the light.
Damn, she really on one right now. She really on one though. If I wasn't so jaded, I would be tempted to believe. And why you look dirty though? Why you gotta look dirty? Like, ew, I'm turned off now. Like, what's all of this going on right here? You just got off work building a house or something? Like, what's up here? You an electrician or something? You was wiring some. What you doing? What you be doing with your day?
They're the only ones that I like. God damn! They melanin so nice. Woo! That glow hit different every time they in the light. Every time they in the light. Woo! My black men. God damn. Whew. I don't got no type.
This right here just goes to show y'all don't have daddies in y'all lives. Y'all don't have good men in your lives, and it's a shame. First of all, shout out to my daddy, who has given everything, who has made great sacrifices to be a present father, stepfather, grandfather, son, brother. He by no means is perfect, but my daddy, I tell you what, my daddy instilled a foundation in me that can never be uprooted. And shout out to my Uncle Bernard too, because I know he be watching on here sometimes. And my Uncle Ben, I can shout out all 11 of my cousins, my male cousins, all my uncles, my closest friends, my best friends, all black men who are good fathers, who are good sons, who are good friends. And you all have chosen to abandon them emotionally. I will not, even with the statistics saying what they say, I will not sit here and say that black men are the problem and we're not safe around any black man. You are perpetuating the same exact racism toward your own men, our own men that you claim is being perpetrated against you. You all want to be victims so bad. Black women want to be victims so bad all the way out. And I'm sure you're the same type of black woman who is screaming that men who transition, black men who transition and call themselves women are just as much of a woman as we are. You let these men come on in and invade our spaces. You let these men come on in and infringe upon our rights and put us in sexual health predicaments while we are sharing partners with women who have external sex organs, but you can't even stand next to the very men who we need. These are the men who we need. We need men to be our husbands. We need men to be the fathers of our children. We need men to be the leaders of our community. Y'all rather have a man in a dress any day of the week. It's not about intelligence why Black women continue to put themselves in positions of victimization. It is about a perpetual self-oppression. The oppression happened decades ago, centuries ago, and at this point, we are continuing to oppress ourselves. We are making excuses for our poor decision making. We are making excuses for our internal issues, and instead,
Not the self-oppressed. Nobody in this world is more oppressed than the self-oppressed, because there's nothing you can do for them.
instead of healing and growing and evolving, we are cycling downward, blaming our conditions on oppression, but not doing anything to de-oppress ourselves.
Red Illusion says, Jarvis, pull up her tweets from 2 years ago. Oh, that's perfect, man. That would have been perfect. I just know we're going to hit gold. But we don't have a Jarvis. We have a Grok, but we don't have a Jarvis, though. I got to get me a Jarvis.
I love you, Black man. From the root of my soul, I love you, Black man.
I don't believe
I always
you.
want for you to know that when the weight of this
Just something about your glasses and your dreadlocks and the little gold things on them. It's giving, don't trust me. I don't know. Maybe it's me. Maybe I'm jaded and scorned and all that. But the combination of dreadlocks and glasses with the little gold trinket, whatever them things are, it's giving, don't trust me.
It's placed on your back. I vow to be the strength that's going to help you carry that. Because I love you, Black man. From the root of my spirit, you always cry out in private. You don't want to let the world hear it, but there is power in your voice because you come from a royal place. I can see the king in you destined to...
Bitch, get away from back up. Back the fuck up. No, I already said I don't trust you, and now you're getting all up in my personal space. No, you see, this is why we don't get along. So when I say I don't trust you, you get in closer in my face. Whoa. Because I looked away for 1 minute, and I looked back up, and this bitch is right on my eyeball. No, I'm not feeling it. And you know, the thing is, see, I looked down for a minute, and I'm listening without watching. And I'm like, why does it sound like you saying a prayer? Listen, does this sound like a prayer?
I love you, Black man. From the root of my soul, I love you, Black man. I always want for you to know that when the weight of this world takes its place on your back, I vow to be the strength that's going to help you carry that. Because I love you, Black man. From the root of my spirit, you always cry out in private. You don't want to let the world hear it, but there is power in your voice because you come from a royal place. I can see the king in you destined to lead the human race, and I love you, Black man. From the crown of your head to the soles of your feet, you are the lion of the jungle, but this world has painted you as sheep. But I can see your beauty. I can hear the roar that has been suppressed. You see, this world can't handle your rule. That's why they try to keep you oppressed. But I love you, Black man. Enough to speak life into you. Enough to go to war if anyone ever decided to come for you. Enough to fast and pray when you go to the battle lines and fight. Enough to place my hand on the Bible if I have to in order to protect you with a lie. Enough to forgive you over and over when you do the wrong thing. Enough to give you my last meal when I haven't even eaten anything. Because I love you, Black man. It has been my job since the first day I was made. God created me to be your help, and I will do it until the very last day. Because you have a...
You know what's crazy? They say women don't have game. But this is game. Shout out to Dick Thug with the 5-ball. He said, what's messed up is that they are so disrespectful that them talking like this doesn't even feel right. No, this doesn't feel right. It feels like game. This is as closest to game as women can get. Black women, this is Black girl game. This is how Black women spit game. You know how dudes be like, "Oh, yo, what's up, babe? How you doing? What's your name? Yo, you look good. So I wanted to talk to you. I seen you over there. I was ready to talk to you, but I couldn't leave out of here without getting your number." Like, you know how dudes try to spit game? This is a Black woman trying to spit game. This is like a pickup class. This is female PUA.
Love you, black man. Enough to speak life into you. Enough to go to war if anyone ever decided to come for you. Enough to fast and pray when you go to the battle lines and fight. Enough to place my hand on the Bible if I have to in order to protect you with a lie. Enough to forgive you over and over when you do the wrong thing. Enough to give you my last meal when I haven't even eaten anything. Because I love you, black man. It has been my job since the first day I was made. God created me to be your help, and I will do it until the very last day. Because you have enough.
This pimp shit, bitch. Bitch, this pimp shit. Bitch talking to me like I'm a hoe. That's why I'm not, that's why I don't trust it. This is game. This is how pimps talk to hoes. Selling them big dreams with clever, comfortable cotton candy words and shit. Don't talk to me like a hoe. This pimp shit, bitch. I know what the fuck you doing.
Shit to deal with when you face this world every single day. And so I vow to be your peace whenever you and I share space. Because I love you, black man. With the eternity of my existence, and no matter how unloved you feel in this world, my love for you is persistent with how much God loved you. When he created me in the Garden of Eden, you see, God said man should not be alone. And so he gave you me as completion. And I love you, black man. From the root of my soul.
You a pimp with leather sandals and dreadlocks, bitch. I don't want to hear that shit. This is pimp shit. This is straight up pimping since been pimping. Oh no. See, if you was a square nigga, you wouldn't understand the game. If you was a square nigga, you wouldn't understand the game she just threw at you, bro. I'm just letting it wash over me. I'm like, holy snap, bro. She is throwing her hardest game at me right now. This crazy. This crazy. If I was a chick at the bar with a tight dress on, I would have been going. That's how crazy it is, bro. This is straight up pimping. Oh no. Oh nah. She real with it. She real with it. I could tell she got a lot of male friends. I know you surround yourself with niggas who talk like this, bro.
I love you, black man. I always want for you to know that no matter how much this world tries to break you or even tear you and I apart, I was created directly from your ribs, specifically designed to guard your heart. And I love you, black man. From the root of my soul, I love you, black man. I always want for you to know that when the weight of this world takes its place on your back, I vow to be the strength that's going to help you carry that.
Said this is how women talk to you when they try to sell you that weak ass cologne on the street. Why they always trying to sell knockoff colognes, bro? They never have the real thing. They always be trying to sell you the knockoff colognes on the street too, man. It's wild stuff, man. It's wicked work, bro. It's really wicked work they got going on out here. Now, you know, we've been kind of TikToking lately, so we're going to go over here to the TikTok. We got to get right to the source of it. Get it right off the tree.
The reason I love black men is because they make my soul smile.
The reason why I love black men, because they embrace my beauty.
The reason why I like black man is because of the melanin. It's original. Yeah. So the reason why I like black men is because they got that condom, that python. They thick, they nice. The black on them just sits right. When they walk, it's like, damn.
The reason I like black men is because they know how to put you in your place. Because they're loving and caring. And you.
The reason I love black men is because they make my soul smile.
The reason why I love black men.
Y'all love black men because it's a TikTok trend.
All the black men worldwide, we love you. I love to see y'all smile. I love to hear y'all laugh. I love to see you guys talking amongst your.
Big Doug wants to know who is paying them to say this shit. Literally TikTok, bro. It's a TikTok trend. They are getting paid by the algorithm. This is digital love right here. This computer love. This is straight up computer love. Computer love. Oh, Bitches trying to fuck with me. This is straight up computer love. They love you because the algorithm will pay them. They all got a TikTok crush on black men right now.
Cells and just in a joyous state, loving life, breathing fresh air, looking your best, feeling your best, just happy. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Like it is literally a treat to see my black men look good, feel good, and just shine. Like I am sending all the love. I hope y'all having a peaceful, rewarding, productive, lovely day. You know what I'm saying? And in case nobody told you that they love you, I do.
Hey, you know what, Paul? That's a great reach back too. Shout out to Paul Game for reminding us of Courtney Michelle stab, stealing our men back. Like even in their love, they're a little bit aggressive and violent. Courtney Michelle had that whole stealing our men back acronym, part of her little movement or whatever. Whatever happened to Courtney Michelle? Is Courtney Michelle still out here? Is Courtney Michelle still out in the YouTube world? Is she still trying to make it? Help me out, y'all. Is Courtney still trying to make it? Did she ever get any black people together? Did she ever get back with her baby daddy? That's really all I wanted for her. After she dropped that one video with her baby daddy, how like she just left the nigga and ruined his life for no good reason. I'm like, damn, y'all belong together. You got to get back. You got to put your family back together. I don't want to hear nothing until you put your family back together. Whatever happened to Courtney Michelle? Did she put her family back together? I need to know because I'm nosy.
Man,
No. I said I was going to leave Becky out of this. God damn it. We turned down the dark alley. There is a Becky lurking right around the corner in the I Love Black Men algorithm. Oh, shit. I was trying to leave Becky out of this. Keisha, that was an accident. I did not plan to bring Becky into this. That was totally uncalled for. I did not plan for that. I did not. No, I did not. That was totally an accident. Keisha was not scripted.
I want what you white hoes get, and I want it today, ASAP, not tomorrow.
Yo, that white girl was just lurking though. She was just lurking in the algorithm. I'm like watching videos of black women with this I Love Black Men shit, and I just randomly clicked the down arrow, and boom, white girl's like, hey there. Yo, it's real in the field, y'all. It's so real out here. White women just lurking around the corner like, hey, I love black men. What's up with you? Oh man, damn it, she wasn't bad. Wait, let me just take a quick peek. Let me take a peek. I got to peek.
Man, I love life.
Damn, no, she not that bad though. She could have got a little. You see, all right, we're backing away slowly.
Worldwide.
Backing away slowly, y'all. Backing away slowly. Nope, not today. Not today. Nope. Almost got me. White girl, crafty. Who invited you to this algorithm, white woman? Get up out of there. White woman. We did not ask you to be in this algorithm today. That was crazy how you just popped up like that.
But I forgive you. You didn't ask for this. You don't have to deal with this. Okay, but I forgive you. And some people won't get this, some people will. But for the ones who get it, please know that you really are amazing. That you would make it this far with no support, no help, no one on your side, no one in your corner, none of that. And you're still here and you still love me. Even though I turned my back on you. That's love. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what you've done. As a black man, you never left me. And I blamed you when my father went away. I thought, if my father loved me, why would
Yo, I'm getting a fucking flashback, bro. This is the exact speech a bitch give you when you take her back when you're not supposed to. Bro, this just hit me in my soul. Bro, I've heard these type words before. I've seen those tears before, bro. Holy shit. This is the exact speech that you get when you take her back after she did some hoe shit and you know you weren't supposed to do it. Oh
why would
wow.
he leave me? Well, he's the same man who kept me alive when my mother wanted to abort me. So which one is more valuable? My life or my unfulfilled expectation of what you should or should not do? Never mind what you're dealing with. Never mind what you're going through. Never mind your trauma. Never mind your pain. Oh, fuck that. That doesn't count for me. You see what I'm saying? And that's what I'm dealing with is the level at which I have disappeared your humanity, the level of benefit I've gotten because I'm a girl. They wouldn't. I could go to school. I can get the. I could. They didn't put me in the prison pipeline. They put me in reading classes because I'm not a threat. Because I'm not a dude. You see what I'm saying? But as a black woman, I got things that you could never get because I'm a girl. And yet, and still, I'm relating to you like the ground is even. Is even. It's never been fucking even. It's never been even. The fact that you are a man and you learn masculinity through white shit, through watching white motherfuckers do some bullshit, and that's how you learned masculinity. Your father wasn't home. They took his ass to the chain gang. They would pick up black men and throw them in prison. We thought black men left. We were wrong. They got took. But you wouldn't know that because it's not in the history books. You got to find that. You got to look for that. They don't talk about how black men are systematically put in prison to become firefighters for forest fires. But when they leave, they can't get that job.
Kamala did that, by the way. That was literally a Kamala move. But go off,
But you
sis.
can die for the state. They don't talk about how welfare was built in the 70s so that black women could get money if you weren't in the household to punish you for not being married to her as a moralistic argument. But we don't know that because that's not in the books. No one teaches us that. So what we listen to are the other hurt black women who talk about black men, and we listen to it like it's the truth, and then we see it on TV, and then we relate to you like it's who you are. And you become it because our power as black women manifests. We give life and we take it. We take it. The moment we take our love away, we hurt you to punish you for being as wounded as we are. So I apologize. I'm sorry I hurt you. I'm sorry I didn't account for that you did everything you could do. I mean, you really did.
They
You
know, they
tried to make me
know, they
feel
know.
because you're a black boy.
They
You
know,
did
they
not want to
know, they
label me
know.
as disruptive. So
They
they would send
know,
good
they
girls out
know, they
so they can
know.
keep the girls in and the
Yeah.
white kids in because they're not a threat. So you get in the habit of getting put out of school. So of course you're going to take to the streets. You can't get a job. I mean, there's no job you can get that is worth more than pennies. So of course you're going to go illegal. What other fucking option do you got? I mean, really? And the moment you get enough strikes against you, now you got a record. Now you got a felony. Now you can't get a mortgage. You can't get a fucking loan. You can't go to school. You can't do any of that shit. You can't. Because there's no structure set in place for you to be able to do that. Nothing is set up for you to win. Nothing. And because I'm a black woman, I get access by virtue of me being non-threatening. And you don't get that luxury because we don't relate to you as a human being. We relate to you as a threat. And because you haven't been tended to, you have scars, you have wounds, you have traumas, you have hurts, you have bruises that you can't even say because as a man, you suffer in silence. And I've let you suffer in silence because I was so mad at you. I was so mad at you. I was so mad at you from slavery to today. I've been mad because I felt like you didn't take care of me, you didn't protect me, you didn't
You really mad about slavery, bitch, though? Like, really?
look out for me. Never dealing with the fact that you couldn't. They had a gun to your head. They had
Slavery,
a
though.
knife in their hands. They had a chain on you too. And somehow or another, my mind didn't connect the dots. Because I believe that as a man, you were supposed to. But as a human being, you weren't equipped to. As a human being, you did not get any kind of training, education, guidance, protection. You were just as vulnerable as I am. You're more. And we never talk about you like that. We always talk to you.
You know what? This is a kind of long video. She went on for like 20 minutes like doing this. 20 minutes doing this same shit. So I'm gonna let this play a little bit longer. You guys want to open up the panel? Throw a dollar in the hat if you want to open up the panel, because I got another angle I want to take on this whole conversation before we wrap this show up today. But I do have another hour or so, maybe. I got to get out of here by at least 3 o'clock. So we got about an hour and some change to kill. But damn, you know what? You know what? Hold that. We can't do a panel because I got an hour and it's gonna take me about an hour to cut through this. So no, hold that. We can't do a panel today. I gotta go somewhere.
Or about you like you should know. How? How would you know what to do? How? Who? I marvel at my own ignorance. I'm like, Venus, what the fuck? Where you been? And it's not, and the thing is, it's in books. If we look it up, we can find it. It ain't hard to find. 13th Amendment abolished slavery, but it built into it a clause that says, unless you're imprisoned. So systematically, since 1685, they have been creating laws to enslave you, not because of a crime, but because they wanted to pimp your work ethic. They wanted to pimp your body to slave for them for pennies. And it's so written into law, it's so built into structures and systems, it's invisible to us as Black women. So we're saying, okay, try harder, be accountable, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. We sound like white extremists talking to you if we tell the truth about it. And sometimes we use the law against you. We call the police on you. We withhold your kids from you. We make it your fault that we call you all kinds of shit, never mind the provocation.
Now, even though she's doing a long apologetic testimonial right here, I'm with Dolomite. She's doing a bad performative act. This whole show has been a bunch of performative acts. All the I love Black men stuff, highly performative. And let me explain to you why it's all a performance, right? Because when it comes down to it, none of this is romantic. Like I said, the problem isn't that we don't know how to love each other. The problem isn't that Black men just can't get a good Black woman and all that. It's way more structural and legal and economic and policy based than it is romantic. And when it comes to those kinds of things, the love is totally gone. There is no love when it comes to fixing those problems.
So I think you're misunderstanding. It is not an insidious statement in the least. The thing is that you are expecting, again, women, Black women on this panel specifically, to get up and do something for you. When you all are experiencing this problem, you need to get up and you need to go fight for yourself. Because when women have a problem, when we see something that is wrong and it is our problem, we go and we march for it. We have gone to march for people in every spectrum. We are not doing this because
And shout out to American Man with the $2 super chat. He says the reason I love black men is because the Dems moved on. Yeah, we got to talk about that in another stream. The politics is a big shift. I want to let it play out a little more because I'm waiting for. I know a shoe is going to drop pretty soon, and so I'm waiting for the next big thing to happen in black politics. But the Dems have moved on. You've been officially chopped and screwed. Laser says, I sent $2. It came out of my account, but it's not showing up. I'm not sure what happened with that, Laser. Is that, YouTube, man? The YouTube people, bro. My apologies. I don't know what's going on with that.
Because if you have that much of a problem, you need to get up just like we do, and you need to go and fight for it. We will support it when you start it. But women are not responsible for starting something that is affecting you. I agree that women are doing this to you, and that's unfortunate. You are being directly affected by it. You need to get up and you need to do that. And if we as women, especially the ones that do not take part in this, do not support you, then you have an argument. But when you get up and you go, we will be right behind you. Leader, you want us to follow you? We're going to follow that lead.
But see,
So
I know why you're following us.
But we're not being insensitive.
You're trying to make sure the shit don't happen. That's what you're following us for.
I don't know people like this, so I can't prevent something like that.
Y'all following us? Y'all got y'all 911 on speed dial. Why y'all following?
Darwin, we all said we would sign it. What are you talking about? We would sign it.
Yeah.
We're just not gonna start it.
Why does it gotta come to that? Why can't y'all just not lie?
We're not giving him the answer that he wants.
We 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 didn't. We didn't.
Now, what they're talking about is paternity fraud and passing legislation that would make like mandatory paternity testing a law. Now, the women say they support it in theory, but they wouldn't actually support it in practice, meaning they're not going to go out and be a part of anything. They just say they support it.
Not going ahead. I got a homegirl that called y'all and said, look, I made a mistake. I went out hot girl summer. Oh, I hope that baby here.
Oh yeah,
But my homegirl, I don't even have homegirls.
I mean, I never did hot girl summer, but I sure would admit it. I'm just saying, if I knew there was a possibility.
What them alphas? What'd you say?
Lady, the shoulders got them. The shoulders got them.
I ain't never had a hot girl, never been a freak nigga like that. But I'm saying, if I was in that situation, I've never been a freak nigga.
Lady, you would have went to.
You see here, Tony Braxton and Birdman dated for 16 years, married for 30 days, and she filed for divorce demanding $160 million. Something like that should be illegal. Something like that is straight up crazy, right? But women will never love you enough to legislate against that. They won't lobby against that type of thing.
The freak Nick?
I've never been.
Did you want to go?
No.
Oh, hold on, y'all. And White trying to say something.
If your next door neighbor came to you, this is a real scenario, what would y'all do? If your next door neighbor came to you and said, hey, I did a DNA test on my son and it's not the father and I don't know how to tell him, would you sit on that information and never say nothing, or would you let them know?
Oh yeah, I'm telling on boy.
I'm not saying nothing.
You want us?
I'm telling my next door neighbor.
I want to make sure I'm making a morally sound decision. So I know them as a couple, or am I closer to one than the other? Like,
I don't have to know the nigga, and if his woman come to me and tell me
I'm closer with the woman.
And White, can you repeat that question?
You kind of like Sweeney stand on cold, huh?
Can I tell you what I actually did in real life?
Can you repeat that question, White?
Yeah, so your next door neighbor come talk to you one day and like
a woman, right?
Yeah, a woman. And she said, I went and got a paternity test and it's not his baby. He think it's his baby, and I kind of want to tell him, but I don't know how he's gonna take it, so I'm gonna just.
You want to know what I would say?
What would you say?
Is it mine?
No, he worked so hard to set that one up.
A situation kind of happened like that, right? And let me tell you what I felt like was the right way to go about it, which is what me and my husband did. When my husband found out information from my brother-in-law, he didn't break guy code and go and tell my sister. He told me, and he knew that's how it was going to get back to my sister. So I'm not going to lie. If homegirl across the way came to me and said, that ain't his baby, I'm going to go tell my husband. And he's going to go, because homegirl ain't going to say, no. I have no reason to go to him because me and her are friends. But I feel like I'm going to still do the right thing by telling my man, because my man will go and tell his homeboy. You know what I'm saying?
So y'all some snitching ass motherfuckers.
Not me. I'm staying out of it.
I mean,
look, man, fuck all
because I
that.
really don't want to know.
Bro,
but
I'm such a like when it comes to
They gonna come
father's
over there and
rights and
blow
all
your
that shit, bro. I ain't letting no nigga.
So what do you want from me, Dar? When honesty and morals, or you want me to lie? What you want?
I would tell, hey, look, I don't want to hear that
nothing
shit,
to
man.
mind your
Take that shit
business.
back
It
over to your
costs
house. I don't want nothing to do with that.
It costs
Yeah,
$0 to mind your business. Always remember that.
Well, that was my business though, because that was my sister, and the fact that her man was cheating, that's all my business. Because why would you put it on the internet to let my man find out, and then I found out? Ew, no. You made it my business.
Man, if a woman come telling me the kid to hurt her, and obviously I must have had something to do with this.
Now they starting to meander all over the place. Let me skip ahead a little bit.
See Maury, every time I see Maury though, the mom will be saying it's not his baby, and then like whether the
he knew the baby didn't
Now we
look like
changed
him
the
though.
subject. That was the last bullshit.
No, I'm not gonna say that, because let me tell you something. If you have a type, so put it like this: if you specifically like 6 foot plus men that are like of a certain build and they're all dark skinned and they all got a certain bone structure, if that's your type, your last boyfriend probably look like your new boyfriend, that probably gonna look like your next boyfriend, and any one of them could have made it, baby.
His mama would be on top of it if she a real one. Mamas be on top of that.
You ever seen those episodes of like Maury or I think it was on Steve Wilco, where dude go through the paternity drama and then he found out the baby not his and his mama loves the baby still, and she like, oh, you got to take care of this baby. Like, hold up now, mama. What you mean?
I can't stand nosy ass mamas, so I don't have no rebuttal for that. I don't like it.
The mama's the black mama.
I don't like
They
that.
stand nosy ass mama because they protect their son.
I can't stand nosy ass mamas.
Oh, the mama know.
The mama know.
I don't know what it is. It's
Everybody shaking their head on the call. His mama should have been on top of that.
We ain't got that type of nose. I'm telling you, man. Yeah, mamas be
That's
knowing.
not the mama be like, that's not my baby. The mama be like, that's not my baby. Period.
Damn. I don't want the mama involved because I'll be trying to lie about the
Let me tell
I ain't gonna lie though. Every time I see Maury, every time I see Maury though, the mom will be saying it's not his baby, and then like whether the DNA test come back, either way, she's still sitting up there with a stank face talking about some. I still say that ain't my grandbaby.
No, when it's her baby, she be happy. They
ain't my
crank their
grandbaby.
son when they find out it's their baby.
He
The
don't
mama
look
be
shit
happy
like
after
nobody in our family.
Dick Dog with the $2 says Maury started the red pill.
Can you rap the baby? Then you don't have to worry about
Interesting.
it.
That's
How you jump to that? Hold on.
That doesn't matter.
That nigga got triggered.
It don't matter. How come
One thing about Maury I noticed though, no matter what, it was always the guy's fault. If he got her pregnant and she was cheating on him and they didn't know who baby it was, it's the guy's fault. If the baby's not yours and it's like 5 of you up there and none of the babies belong to none of you, it's all y'all fault. Like the whole thing, no matter what, the guy was the bad guy. They never, ever made the woman the bad guy on Maury. There's nothing a woman on Maury could do to be the bad guy.
How come you can't get on birth control or get your tubes tied? Because you're the one that got to make the ultimate decision. Regardless whether or not if he gets you pregnant or not, you still make the final decision as to whether or not a child is born. So it doesn't matter.
It's mama's baby, daddy's maybe. The daddy's is
always. I agree with you with that.
The daddy's is the one complaining, saying they don't know if it's their kid. So I'm like, if you wrap it up, would you have to really be worried about it?
But
if they're married, it don't matter.
Fertilizer.
No. Hell no. Hold on, Ray. Are you fucking serious?
I'm dead.
Oh shit.
So you gonna sit here and tell me we gonna jump from women have being paternity fraud to say, oh man, you should have wore a condom anyway, rather than saying women should be lying about who the father is.
Y'all do the
We're
same
talking
thing
about
to
if
women.
it should.
Y'all do the same thing to women. Y'all blame women.
We was talking
for
about
not
if
making better decisions.
So are you?
And see, this is my issue with the "I love you, black men" wave. It's really cute and all. Theoretically, I'm supposed to like it. But in all practicality, I understand that when it comes to the issues that men have legally and politically, you are on your own. We as men are on our own. You cannot expect a large amount of female support. What you can expect is female pushback, because technically we are out to take things away from them. They have privileges and leverage that we have to address. And why should they be happy to give that up? And so it is what it is.
You want to jump in the mud, or you going to be the moral high ground?
What do you mean? It's both of
Are you
both
going
of
to
them
jump?
are
No,
responsible.
that wasn't the question I asked you. I asked you, are you going to jump in the mud? Or are you going to be the moral high ground?
Neither one. I'm just saying what makes sense. Both of you
Jump
guys
in the
are
mud, got it.
responsible.
we was also
Both of you guys are responsible. So why can't the men be responsible for the part they're playing in? And
we was also talking about married people. It was some of them. We was talking about married people too. If that was mentioned earlier, if we talk about married people, then it's supposed to wear condom too.
So you saying the wife lied about who the kid was by? That's different.
How is it both
But
people
still, you told the
fault?
man to wrap it up though.
Hold on,
I
wait.
said
How
if
is
it's the wife, obviously it's different.
No, hold on, Lady O. How is it both people's fault that she lied about who the father was knowingly?
I didn't say it was nobody's fault. I said, can the men be responsible for the part they
How
play?
is a man responsible for her lying about who the father
He's
is?
responsible for potentially knocking her up.
No,
Regardless of
how
what
is he
you say.
responsible for her lying?
And that's why there is no love. Because when it comes down to the actual matters, the things that really go on in the world, this is what you're
Not
up against.
responsible for her. He's responsible for himself. That's the point I'm making.
How would he be responsible, even if he did bust?
Why do you
her?
keep deflecting?
Hold on, wait. No.
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Wait. No, I got it.
She's saying, I know what she's saying.
I got it. I'm not missing it. I got it. I'm trying to make her make it logical. How would it be he be responsible, even if he busted inside of her for her lying?
He's not responsible for her lying. He's responsible for busting inside of her. What part are you not understanding?
What does that have to do with her? Because the conversation
it doesn't. They're two.
Exactly. So why did you bring it up?
Because I said both sides need to be looked at since two parties were
both
involved.
sides cannot be in a scenario where she's lying. There is no both sides in that.
Right.
I'm saying how you can prevent it so you won't be on here crying saying somebody.
There is no preventing somebody lying.
Hold on, wait.
You on here crying saying somebody scammed you about being a dad. I'm saying how you can prevent it as a man.
There is no. Do you know? You do know that people get.
Only you can stop a forest fire.
It lied on, even if they never had sex with the woman, right?
Oh.
When?
What?
Who lied and said they smashed me? Who lied and said they smashed y'all?
There was a story in
Who
Detroit.
lied and said they smashed y'all?
What? Bro, did you see that?
I've been lied on before. That does
I
happen.
don't think you know how the child support system works. You do know when someone your name
It's
somebody.
okay
Like,
to back down and say, you
What
know
if I
what?
told you?
Maybe I'm going about this
right. What if I told you that there's a plethora of women that are name dropping just random names on birth certificates, and motherfuckers is getting a letter where you owe 10,000 child support. I'm like, I don't even know.
Sign it.
Wait, you have to sign that. That's not how a birth certificate works, Darwin.
No. And this is why their love ultimately is worthless. I know that's a horrible thing to put out there, right? But it's true. What is a woman's love actually worth in the grand scheme of things? I know it's cool. I mean, theoretically, you know, I want to be loved. That's nice. It feels good when they're all like, you know, lovey-dovey, hoochie coochie on you. And it feels good. It's a positive feeling. I'm not going to deny all that, right? But beyond that, what is it actually worth? Because the same woman who loves you will burn your house down and drive your car into a wall. Love doesn't stop women from doing things to you. Love is the reason why they do the crazy things they do to you. And so when it comes to like them professing all this "I love you, black man" stuff, what is it really worth though? What does that translate into practically?
You can put, so look, you can put a name on a birth certificate, but if he's not, if he doesn't sign it within a certain amount of days, that name gets rejected.
She's correct. No,
That's how the law in America works.
Y'all, hold on, y'all. It's a true story in Detroit where this happened. A woman just dropped this man's name. She signed a man name. That man he was married. He got a letter in the mail about child support. Kind of find out he don't know the woman. He never met her. He didn't know the woman. He didn't know anything about this woman.
What year was that? Like that's happening now.
Last year.
Because and you said that was in what? Because I've had a child in Georgia and in Louisiana, right? And in both times, all 3 times, even when he wasn't there because he had to work, I could put his name on it, but they had to send our papers in the mail, and when he got home, he had to sign them, send them back to say he's acknowledging that, his name's supposed to be on there. So, I've never heard where they don't ask a man to sign.
That's the law in America. It's a contract when you sign your name.
No, it doesn't.
Notice how they know everything about the government until you start telling them about how the government is allowing women to run crazy over men. And suddenly they don't know anything about the government.
Have to be signed by him. Let me explain to you how women are able to do this, because we're talking about women who specifically lie and deceive. What they would do is that they can say this person is the father, and what they would do is they would send the information somewhere where the father wouldn't even get it. So it'll be an address that he hasn't lived at in years or something like that. If he never gets the letter in the mail by the courts, they would grant
default. They rule in whatever she's saying is true.
Exactly.
And the crazy thing about that, you probably couldn't even send her to jail for that, because she could honestly claim, I don't really know. I thought that was his name. I was trying to remember his name, and then don't let it be years and years ago. She could literally just be like, I was really trying to remember and I thought that was his name. And then now you have to try to put this quote innocent woman in jail, right? They could totally get away with that legally.
And then
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yes. He don't have to sign a birth certificate for him to be lied on.
But that's what I'm saying. He won't get charged with having to pay for the child if he can prove that's not his kid, though. That's a fact.
That's not a fact.
No,
it's a man.
Not a fact.
Her name was
always a fact. If the court makes it a default ruling because you missed out, now there's a whole nother level of things you have to fight to even get that thrown out.
You got to get your attorney.
When in reality, it shouldn't even be that hard. It should be you're right. He should be able to walk in there and say, "This is not my baby. Here's DNA testing, whatever." But that's not always that simple, and that's the point we're trying to make to y'all, is that even in these cases where y'all would say, "Oh man, this is an obvious case," the way that the system is currently set up is not that easy for a man to just walk out of.
He don't get his money back either. He got to go.
And he don't get his money back.
So what's the solution, Sweeney? If women can still lie on you,
the first
change
solution,
those laws.
Well, the first solution would be mandatory DNA testing
at
birth, so you can determine who the father. And then also,
but y'all are actually fighting against that.
And then also, a woman cannot just. Another solution would be that she cannot just list a man's name and then there be a default order. At that point, you will put the burden of proof on the woman to have to go out there and prove that this man is actually the father, rather than just dropping his name and then forcing him to prove his own innocence. Because that's what it is right now. She drops his name and then he has to prove his own innocence in the situation, rather than her having to prove that he's actually the father.
And this is what I mean when I say things like, none of these problems are romantic. And so all these conversations that get had in the new co-ed manosphere, it always kind of boils down to, well, just find a way to be nicer to her and she'll be nicer to you. None of that shit means anything.
Let me do a morality test. Ladies, show of hands. Would y'all fight for that to be put in the law?
I would fight for it, but I signed something.
You talking about mandatory DNA test?
If it requires y'all to go down to City Hall, and I want you to put your titties up, be modest, and go in front of City Hall and say, "Hey, look, we need mandatory DNA tests at birth." What?
I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna march in the streets for it, but I will sign something for it. Cool.
That's your job.
I ain't marching in the streets, but I'm
Yeah, I
sign
won't
for y'all.
march, but I'll sign it. Yeah.
And there it is. There it is.
Yeah. I'm not marching. I'm not taking to the streets and taking up arms, but I will sign something. If y'all brought me a petition right now, I'd sign it.
Wait, Laisha.
This is black women. We're talking about the black
women
community.
have been fighting for things all this time. Men, this is your issue. You're going to have to take it up.
How is it our issue when y'all are the one lying?
She
said, baby, it's June. I ain't marching nowhere.
I love your tattoo, by the way.
Nobody else.
I wanted to say I love your tattoo, by the way. Like her tattoo. I love it.
Do remember you, right?
The hell you even what you talk about the tattoo? Like, girl, woman, Fiona, shut the
tattoo that's stopping her from being feminine and getting
I agreed. I said I'll sign it. I won't march, but I said I'll sign it. So just deal with that.
I just said it requires
But you have to lead the charge. You're leader.
A group of people to actually march.
Y'all can march.
For it to happen.
I will
sign.
I'm a
lead, brother. Lead it. Leader.
You gonna go march, Darwin? Because if you march, I'll sign.
You're a leader. Go lead.
God.
Y'all not marching for us.
If you march,
let me ask you this. Hold on. Let me ask you this. Would you go out and march for women to be able to determine whether they want to be a man or a woman?
No.
Yep,
I'll sign, but I'm not marching.
Bo, would you march?
I'm not marching.
Hold on, Bo. What you say?
I support it though.
I'm not marching. I will sign, but I'm not marching. Let me tell you something, Darwin. There are only two things that I'm going to march about. When police brutality.
And you know, it's crazy too. You were absolutely right, Jessie Lee. Obviously, the men supported all of the stuff they marched for, and it's plenty of male feminists like FD Signifier. Especially when you look at things like the revolutionary Black Panther period, Black men became very, very egalitarian. We Black men are noticeably more egalitarian and progressive than a lot of other groups of men. And so it's really, really crazy and hypocritical for Black women to act as if they gained everything that they have on their own. And now when it comes to Black men actually having issues that we would like, a little assistance with, like put your love on the table for me, they're like, oh, no, I'm good. I'll sign the paper, but I'm going to stay home.
It happens against Black men. I've literally hit the streets. And when Alton Sterling happened in my city, I literally hit the streets and went and marched about it. Oh, and if something happens to children, I will go and march about it. Other than that, I ain't marching. I ain't gonna lie.
Wait. This is the last piece. Hold on. So you saying the white man can whoop his ass and beat his ass?
No, that's what I just said. I'm gonna go march about.
But he can castrate them in the courtrooms.
Hold on. No, Bruce. It's far more insidious than that.
No, that's what it is.
Hold on. I'm about to explain to you how fucked up that statement is, right?
Black power.
They will march.
You can't put your hands on them, but you can.
Remember, Black power is actually Black girl magic. We were all scammed. We were all conned. Black power is really just Black girl magic.
No. Please correct him.
No. They won't march for shit that they do to us. It ain't the white man that's sending us to court and putting our names down. It's them. And they saying, you know what? Yeah, I'll march if white man come and beat your ass, and I'll march for our kids. But if it come to me lying about who my kid's father is, or me putting that nigga on child support when I need it, I ain't marching for that shit.
Now, when you get to that plain truth of it all, would the burglar actually march in support of the homeowner having the right to shoot burglars? Think about that. You're a burglar. You do breaking and entering to people's homes for a living. And now the people's homes that you break into for a living, they want to pass a law that says I should be allowed to shoot people who break into my home for a living. And as a burglar, you're going to go support the people who want to shoot you for what you do for a living. That's the position that men and women are in right now.
You know what, Sweeney? I'm gonna tell you. Wait, hold up. I'm gonna tell you the one thing that I feel like it takes a lot of honesty to admit, and people won't admit it because it sounds fucked up. But in retrospect, I feel like in-house problems is in-house problems. So yeah, when that outside person tries to come in and touch y'all, I'm finna go march. But if your wife is at home beating your ass, that ain't none of my business. I'm not marching for that. I'm not marching.
So if the white man is oppressing you, then that's the problem. But if Keisha is oppressing you and ruining your life and playing games with your children, hey, Scrap, you're gonna have to man up and figure that one out.
If you get hit upside your head by your wife, that's your business. That white man hit you upside your head, I'm going to march. I'm going to be ready to fight. I'm going to be ready to do whatever. In-house problems is in-house problems.
Take the police off the table. What's more likely for you to march for? Unaliving the kids in the stomach or mandatory DNA test?
If you comparing them two, I go march for that DNA test. Yep.
No, you can't have it both ways.
No, I'm telling you. It depends. You put a terrible comparison. I'm very pro-choice. So if you put it next to that, I'm not taking nobody's choice. I will go and march for that then. If them was my only two choices, I'm going to march for the men to get DNA tests.
She don't even understand the question, by the way. She got to take another pass at that.
No. What he's saying is, who movement would you march for?
Who
would
you get behind?
Choose
mandatory DNA test?
Or mandatory DNA.
That's what I'm saying. If we comparing them two and them my only choices, y'all got my vote. I'm finna go march for y'all.
So you won't march for women who are pro-choice.
No, I'm saying I wouldn't march to take nobody's rights away. So if you compare it to that, I would march for y'all.
He's asking you.
I didn't say
which one would you march?
Oh, you didn't say pro-life. I thought you said pro-life.
I said pro-choice.
Oh shit.
Come on.
Yeah, I gotta go march for my homegirls. I'm sorry.
So you gonna support unalive?
She would rather her homegirls have the right to terminate the black future than for men to have the right to check whose kid belongs to whom. We don't even want to hurt nobody. That's the crazy thing about men's paternity rights versus women's paternity. First of all, men don't have paternity rights, so I'm literally making this up. But when it comes to paternity rights, men literally don't want to hurt nobody. I don't want to pay for a baby that I'm not allowed to actually raise, and I don't want to pay for a baby that's not actually my baby, right? Those are the two things that men are really asking for. And then on top of that, the baby remains alive. At any step of that game, the baby remains alive and well. A woman's reproductive right is literally life or death for somebody. There's three of us involved now. One of us ain't gonna make it out of this room. Like, that's what a woman is asking for in her, quote, reproductive right. And then they have the nerve to say they love you when they want the right to terminate your stuff.
But they, oh my God.
Hey, Darwin, you gotta understand.
Where's the best place for a baby? With their heavenly
I remember the slut walk. How many women came out?
Whoa, what did she just say? Where is the best place for a baby?
Best place for a baby with their heavenly.
I remember the slut walk. How many women came out?
Best place for a baby with their heavenly.
I remember the slut walk.
Where's the best place for a baby with their heavenly.
I remember the slut walk.
And he's talking about a slut walk, and she's talking about the best place for a baby is with their heavenly father. Lord Jesus, this panel is all cooked.
Get it again. Okay, I'm gonna say it again. I come in the name of Jesus. Repeat it after me, bitch. I come in the name of Jesus by the power of the Holy Spirit.
But they, oh my.
Hey, Darwin, you gotta understand.
Where's the best place for a baby with their heavenly.
I remember the slut walk. How many women came out for the slut walk? That was important. That was more important than what we're talking about here today.
We cook.
That's a fact.
If you was a single man and you ain't go to the slut walk,
we is cooked.
You went? And what? Hey.
Yeah, but y'all not walking nowhere though.
Right.
We walking to that damn courthouse, pay that fucking child support.
So you tell me,
Yeah, I think both gotta be, man. Hey, both gotta be.
if you ain't single, you wouldn't have went out there to see what the hell was her name? The hell was the
Amber
celebrity?
Rose.
How can women who have the highest deletion rates claim to love their men? I do struggle with some questions, you know, staring off into the void right now. How can women with the highest deletion rates love their men? Like, you know, that those fetuses belong to the men, right? Like, you didn't build that. Some man put that in you. He started that whole engine. And so, like, how can you claim to love the men, yet you have the highest deletion rate of those men's offspring?
How do it equivalate?
Literally scratching my head right now. Literally scratching my head. I got one more thing before we get up out of here, man. Hit that like button. Thank y'all for coming through today. Let's take a listen to Shay Charday. She has something to offer today.
And so we have to beg the question, what makes somebody marriageable? How do you determine, what are the qualifications that make somebody ready for marriage? What does that look like? What does a marriage-minded woman look like? What does a marriage-minded men look like? Because there's a whole laundry list of the things that we know women want. I think men are very clear what women want from men, right?
And shout out to Deron with the 199. He says, "Why are BWs so childish, bruh? No, nobody knows, man. They just are the way they are."
We need our weed. I don't wear it, but we need it.
We are absolutely winning right now. Absolutely. We have done more than change the conversation. We changed the balance of power in the federal government.
But Black power starts with Black women. It just does.
In short, it's because they have a lot of ego. They got a big ego. Such a big ego. Keisha got an ego. A big Black ego.
Men know that women want men who are tall, primarily, who make at least six figures. Now it's probably getting even higher, in the higher end of six figures. You know, who have some form of social status, because listen, there are blue collar workers out there. There are skilled tradesmen out there who make six figures, who are making good money, but may not get the clout or may not get the consideration because they don't have a college degree. So really, when women are saying that they want college degrees, what they really want is status. They want the status that comes with being in a white collar corporate setting. They want access to the nice parties. Okay. They want access to the secret societies. They want access to, you know, the fraternities and the sororities and the different things that go on there. Like, they want the social clout. And a man who's making over six figures, who's a skilled tradesman, he can have a really good life, but he may not be in those circles that these women want. So let's just be clear. They really want the social status. So they want the height. They want the money. They want the social status. That's what they really want. Okay. Of course they want the looks. They don't want to be with anybody ugly. They say they want a God-fearing man, but that's all up for debate. Because these same women will say that and say God first, but then they'll sit up there having their booty cheeks out, you know, twerking and in and out of bed.
Shout out to the Christian BBL lady too. Christian BBL. It's a new thing. I didn't even know it was a possibility. But apparently that's where we are now. Christian BBLs. God wills it.
Talking about casual sex, praying to their ancestors, but then going to church every other week. So, like I said, that's even the whole God-fearing man, that's even up for debate. Because half the time that's like, well, what God are you talking about? But that's, anyways, I'm just saying, like, I think y'all let me know under the comment section. I think we all know pretty clear that it's obvious what women want from men, from Black men. That's really obvious. But Can anybody articulate what a marriage-minded woman looks like? And if anybody stands up here and says, oh, she's a hard worker, we've lost the plot. We've lost the plot. If I stood here and say, what does a marriage-minded woman look like? And the first thing that comes out of your mouth is her degree. We have lost the whole plot, family. We've lost it. We got to go back to preschool, not even kindergarten, not even first grade, preschool, and learn the basics. Because you can have an uneducated woman who don't know how to spell educated, and she can be an amazing wife and mother.
Well, I don't know. You still haven't told me what a marriage-minded woman looks like. You see, and here's the thing, like, not that you said anything wrong, Shay, but you didn't tell me what a marriage-minded woman looks like, and I thought that's what I was going to hear from this video. And now, because I didn't hear from you what a marriage-minded woman looks like, I'm just going to go ahead and assume that a marriage-minded woman is a woman with a Christian BBL. I just had to look. I just had to find out what a Christian BBL was, and now we're all in it together. Lock the doors. Roll the windows up.
For I know the plans I have for you, says the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11.
Bible verses at the start of the Christian BBL video. You got her nail on don't need to see none of that.
But OMG, her prayer blessed me and motivated me to keep pushing through during this recovery season. It's week 2 and recovery is a lot harder than I thought it would be, even though I make it look good. But yeah, she was all.
Her booty hurt. Her booty hurt. Praise the Lord, her booty recovers.
Also upset about the comment section. I think pissed off is a better word. I could tell reading the comments broke her heart and made her feel extremely sad for me. And even though I talked to her, I hope she knows I'm strong enough to handle it. Like God would not put me where I'm at if I could not handle it.
God wouldn't get you all that booty if you couldn't handle it. God had a plan for your booty. He knew one day it would grow to heavenly proportions.
It is not easily cracked, and nobody can shame me if I know who I am. I said this in my Q&A though, and I hope you watched it, but I took my comments on my breakup video to heart, and I learned a lesson not to do that again. And you guys are honestly free to comment what you want. I want you guys to know that I take so much pride in you, my fine babes. Like, I brag to my friends about how amazing my community I've grown on YouTube is. I appreciate you guys so know God better. Like, why would someone want to know God when godly people are this judgmental? Most of the comments were kind. We are going to the coffee shop right now because I cannot focus in this house. This place is too cool. Yesterday, but he wants to be playing outside and then touching me with everything he touched outside that day. This sweater is from my friend Justin's clothing line called For the Gang. I love the design and detail. And then I have on black tights and black boots. This bag don't match perfectly, but it got everything.
I want to see the Christian BBL. God damn it, stop teasing me. Christian BBL tease. I swear to God. It's church hoes, man.
So let's go. Bye, Lucky. Be a good boy. It's so dark and it's only like 5 p.m. No matter how much of a hurry I'm in, I must get a selfie. Do y'all see how nice I'm looking? Do you see how cute this sweater is? Work before I get weak. And then, yeah.
Okay, no problem.
Bye, mommy.
Okay.
I have. Thank you.
All right, bye.
Bye. I told y'all she was pissed off. I told y'all pissed her off. Yeah.
Touchdown.
That I've gone through these last couple of weeks. So I'm not going to shy away from being myself and helping because I have information to share. And as you can see, I take care of myself. Like, I take my self-care very seriously. I like to have the best nails, the best hair, the best skin, the best clothes. I'm not going to gatekeep anything.
Oh, this video is whack. There was no Christian BBL. This video was so whack. I thought I was going to see a Christian booty. It's just some girl talking about her girly life. Oh, man. Got a Christian BBL head fake. I got pump fake with the BBL. You ever been BBL pump faked? That's wicked. That was wicked. I can't believe she did that.
So why you call it Christian BBL, girl?
I never called it a Christian BBL.
The title of the video.
Oh, that's me.
Was Christian BBL.
Right.
Because it was you that wrote
Mm.
the title. People were assuming that you were calling the BBL
Yeah.
one of
So-
Christianity.
If you want to be a successful YouTuber, clickbait is your best friend. It doesn't matter how good your video is. If your thumbnail is not given and your title is not given, nobody's watching your amazing editing and your amazing content.
Period.
You're going to have to get people to click it to watch it. And I'm clickbait queen, so.
Okay. We all got BBL pump faked. We all got BBL pump faked, man. That's crazy. That's crazy. I was really hoping for a Christian BBL. I don't even know what that's supposed to look like, but I was looking for one. I never saw one before. I thought it was gonna be like immaculate or something. I thought it would have had like a halo. Like no matter what angle you looked at it, there was a little bit of light shining off of it or something. Like, like I was expecting like a BBL, like from the hands of God or something. Like the same people that made Thor's hammer would have crafted her BBL. Like all the people from ancient mythology, all the dwarves, Hephaestus himself, they would have been slaving away trying to craft a BBL fit for God himself, right? I was expecting the BBL to end BBL. I was expecting the one BBL. Really? I was expecting the one BBL. That's what I thought I was going to get. One BBL to bind them. I thought I was getting the one BBL, bro. And now damn, I got hard. I got real hard, man. We are on a quest for the one BBL. I know the one BBL is out there. One BBL to lead them all of the. How did the Lord Rings? How did that quote go? One ring to bring them all out of the darkness and bind them. Yeah. One BBL to rule them all. One BBL to find them. One BBL to bring them all and in the darkness bind them. I thought we were going to get a look at the one BBL. Someone should really update Tolkien with black people and BBLs. Oh God, I just thought of the worst idea ever. A whole Lord of the Rings universe with black people trying to destroy the one BBL. And whoever captures the BBL is automatically consumed by its power and its darkness. And then we got one young black hobbit boy named Jojo. Somehow he's been tasked to destroy the BBL. And now he got to go on a quest with all the knights, all the gangsters from Grape Street. And then they got to go on this mythical journey to destroy the one BBL. And every step of the way, they get attacked by the dark forces from Hordor. And Horemon and her evil army wants to, because it has to be a female bad guy. It only works if it's a female bad guy. Horemon wants her BBL back. And she has all of her dark forces from Hordor marching through the Black Hobbit lands. We got to come up with a name for Black Hobbits. The Nobbits. She has all of her march, all of her dark forces marching through Nobbit land, searching for the holder of the one BBL. Smeagol is Reg the bad guy. Yo, yeah, listen, we are working on something classic here, bro. We are working on something classic here. Lord of the BBLs, right? The title is going to make it sound like something adult, but no, it's going to be totally like PG-13. It'll be completely PG-13. No, it won't be. It won't be throw her booty in. It might be actually no, because it's a BBL so powerful and so pure. Only the fires of Mount Hordor can actually destroy it. So yeah, you're gonna have to throw the BBL in the lava. You're gonna have to throw the BBL in the lava. I tried to think my way out of it, but no, it actually does kind of tie in. It would actually work together, like from a literary standpoint, because it's metaphorical too. Imagine it, a BBL so pure, a BBL so strong, it can only be destroyed by the fires of Mount Hordor. Oh God, we would have to get a couple of Rick and Morty writers on this. You can tell I'm a Rick and Morty guy. I love that just run off the cuff with your imagination type of comedy. Gandalf the White can be a Klansman. Oh man, I don't know. There's a lot we can do with this. Oh, Horon can be Sexy Red. Oh, we can do a lot. We can do a lot with this, man. Lord of the BBLs. We got to find a way to stretch it out into a Peter Jackson trilogy. Because I want to get that one shot. I want to recreate that one scene, the ride of the Rohirrim. But we got to call it something else. The ride of the real niggas. I want to recreate that one shot. We got to make it a trilogy. There's so many epic moments I want to recreate. But it's got to be the ride of the real niggas, though. We cannot stop until we get the ride of the real niggas. Because it's all, there's got to be a lot of epic clashes leading up to finally destroying the one BBL. And it won't be proper until we have the ride of the YNs. No, the YNs are actually a part of Horon's army. If we're gonna have YNs, they have to be like what are they? The orcs. The YNs are orcs, because orcs are low-key niggas anyway. All right, I see what you did there, Tolkien. All right, I'm okay with it. I'm not trying to trip about it or nothing, but I see what you did there, Tolkien. The orcs are the niggas, so we're gonna make the orcs the YNs, because the YNs work for the Horon. Like it's all tying in together. Listen, I got this shit woven in my mind, and I haven't even thought of it until I spoke it. We're literally building a world. We are world building right now, live on air. But the YNs got to be the orcs, bro. That's the only way that works. So the real niggas versus the orcs, right? That's how it's going to be set up, because everybody's black anyway. So it doesn't even matter what kind of racial overtones you're thinking about. Everybody's black anyway, so it's all good. But we got to have the ride of the real niggas, and then they crash down, meet me at the third sunrise, look to the east, all the great stuff. We got to have all the great moments, but we got to black it up. We got to nigga it up a little bit, and then we gotta find a way to like symbolize the one BBL, because it can't be like a necklace on his back. Maybe it has to be like a ring. No, I mean, it can't be a necklace on his. It's not like a ring on his neck. So maybe it has to be a backpack or something. He has to like find it in the rubble of an abandoned strip club or something like that, and then he has to just carry it around, and all these YNs and their baby mamas are trying to get at him and shit like that. And then that's where he gets protected by, the knights of the real nigga table. And then, Gandalf, we got to come up with a Gandalf nigga, but Gandalf comes up with the wisdom like, this is the one BBL. It was written of thousands of years ago when these lands of blackness were quenched in darkness of the great Horon. And then Black Gandalf is like, the only way the one BBL can be destroyed is by twerking it into the mountains, into the fiery pits of Mount Hordor. And then, you know, we gotta, yeah. We're working on some stuff here. Don't even confuse me with George Droid. That's a whole other universe. You cross-pollinating. You're getting all the universal timelines woven together. Stop. Anyway, that's enough. That's enough for one day. I got to get out of here. All the male characters have Jerry curls. Keisha sets Aragorn up to get jumped. Oh shit. Listen, we can do so much with the one BBL. The Lord of the BBLs, bro. We can do a lot with this, bro. We can do so much with this, man. All right. You're going too far, bro. You're going too far, sir. You're going too far, El Cid. We are done. All right, this is what happens when niggas start imagining too hard. Niggas be going off the leash. Niggas go off the porch sooner or later, but all right, we gotta get up out of here, man. Later, y'all. Thanks for watching, man. Appreciate y'all coming through. Hit that like button on your way out. Shout out to all the supporters. Thank you for the donations, man. I gotta go. I will catch y'all tomorrow, man.
Aspiring to be patriarchs like what white men have, that isn't freedom. That isn't gonna help anybody. It's certainly not going to help black people.
It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's done. It's